Hi guys, hope you're well, hope you're keeping safe wherever you are. I'm back again with an interesting video about the tourist visa, how to get a tourist visa and the tips and how and everything you need to know about the tourist visa. So thank you for those who have subscribed already. For those who have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. This channel is very much educative. We talk about the Gulf jobs, awareness, those who wish to go to Gulf to work there. We talk about the Kenyan jobs, those who don't want to travel, they want to stay here. And we also talk about our daily life. So if you are there and you have not yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So straight to the point, myself, I have traveled already with a tourist visa back in the days. So with these small tips, I'm gonna tell you at least what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Okay, number one, back in the days, I traveled to Dubai. This is a very nice place to be. Number one, this is a very nice place to go. It is so interesting, actually. It is so interesting. There is everything about Dubai is just good. But if you're there, you want to travel to look for a job, there is difference. If you want to enjoy, this is the best place to go and enjoy. But if you want to go there for a job, these are the main tips you have to follow from my own experience. So you go to your agency. You have to, it has to start with an agency. If you're applying from here or you're applying from there. When I applied back in the days, my visa took a week. My visa took a week to be out back in the days. I don't know about now. And after that, when your visa is out, you'll pay for your own ticket. If you're applying for now, you have to ask with the agency where you're going to stay, if he can help you. Juu kishafika kule, when you get there without somewhere to stay, you cannot go and just stay in the airport. You're not going to sleep in the airport. So you have to know where you're going to live. So number one, you know the agency you're applying with, so that they will give you a ticket. They will give you a visa and a ticket. Number two, you have to know where you're going to live. Back in the days, I paid 500 dirhams. 500 dirhams at that time was 12k. 12k when when you change it into Kenyan currency. So after that, when you know where you're going to stay, you have to, so in short, you have to bring yourself pocket money. Bring yourself pocket money. So when you get there, you can pay for the accommodation. Some Kenyans get there, then you start around, you go from here to there, you don't know where you're supposed to sleep. Immediately when you get to the airport, when the time reaches for an airport to start looking for idlers, you will be caught and you will be asked where you are going. So you have to know where you're going after that, because actually it's not a job. When you have applied through an agency, it's okay, it's understandable. So an agency will get there, the company will pick you, but if it's for a tourist visa, it's not just getting a ticket. It's just not getting a visa and a ticket. You have also to have the place, the accommodation where you're going to stay. For myself, I would advise, if you have friends there, talk to them so that at least they will know that you're going, and for that they can pick you up when you get. But if you don't have anyone, make sure that you talk with your agency you're dealing with, or if they are booking you from there, be sure that you have an accommodation and someone to pick you when you get there. The other one, you have to have money for food. It's not just accommodation thing. You have to have money for food. When you get there, people are buying food. No one is going to, ukipata accommodation, even if you get an accommodation, don't think that someone will start, giving you food there. Maybe you will get people who are hustling like you. So you will go and sleep hungry if you don't bring yourself some pocket money. You have to bring yourself food, money for food, so that you can buy your own food. Actually, in Dubai, food is not expensive as Qatar. So, just as much as you can bring with yourself. You can add more 500 dirhams for the food. But don't forget that maybe your visa will be 2 months or 3 months, so you need enough enough money for the pocket money to buy yourself every day's food. The other one, you have to get money for the bus card. Everything there, it's a card. When you go to those trains, you need card to pay. You need card to pay when you're in the bus. You also need money when you're using a taxi. Nothing is free. Don't think that when you apply for a tourist visa, when you go there, it's heaven. You're going to go to heaven. People think that when you go to these countries, you go there and you start digging, you're digging money, or maybe you're taking the money from trees. It's not easy. Those people who have gone there, they will tell you that it's not easy. Everything that they do, it's all started from a very, very poor foundation. So you just have to keep on, you keep on pushing, but for me, I believe if you want something really, you will give it all your best. So you need money for the bus card, money for the trains, the reason I am telling you this is not that you will go luxury there. You're going to look for a job. And going to look for a job, you need this for your transport. Because you'll be going for interviews, you'll be going to drop your CVs, you'll be going out there, so you need this money for the card. And as I told you, when you have someone there, it's better for you. Because he or she is going to guide you, is going to tell you, bring this, bring that. Okay? The other one, we have talked about the money for the food, we have talked about the accommodation, we have talked about the card. Another thing, as from my own experience, I would advise, draft your CVs. And then don't be rigid that you're going to look for you're going to do human resource, and you stick there and there. Don't be rigid. In these countries, they don't want you to be rigid. Write a CV, a security job, write a CV, a cleaner job, write a CV, a receptionist, write a CV, a CCTV operator, write a CV in all departments that you know. I would advise you communicate. If you have a friend there, communicate to him or her, ask the available jobs at the moment. Make sure that you write a lot of CVs. I'm not there from here. Write a lot of CVs, draft them. Make sure that these CVs, they're in your email. Make sure you have an email with you. Make sure that all these CVs, they're in your email, so that when you go there, if you encounter a nice job, when you encounter a nice, the reason I'm telling you this, you don't know if the place you will go, you will get a Wi-Fi. Luckily enough, myself, I went there, and the person who was there, he was so kind, so he gave me a Wi-Fi, and it was a payable one, so if you don't have money to pay for the Wi-Fi, really, it's gonna be tough for you. So always be ready, ukienda huko, when you go there, have already drafted CVs in your email. After that, bring also yourself the printed ones. This is I tell you, it was not easy. Tamaking is not easy. Let no one tell you that, when you go to, it is easy if you are lucky enough to go directly and get a job. But if you go there to tarmac, it's not easy. For real. It's so expensive, especially if you have no one to, if you are by yourself, it's not easy. So draft your CVs. Make sure you have CVs on your email. Make sure also that you have the printed ones, the printed copies. Have many of them, so that when you go there, you don't have problem. And your CV, you have to make a very nice CV. White background, it has to have a picture of you. You have to have a full body CV, and then don't forget to put your number, your Dubai number, your Qatar number, so they will be able to reach you. Don't just write a CV and, so you have to have money for, just in case you go there, you will write your own CVs. You will go to a cyber and print your own CV, or go to a cyber and do all those kind of stuff. The other one, you have to have a smartphone. I'm not telling you that, I'm not telling you this just to say, oh, I have a small phone, so meaning I cannot travel. You can travel. But if you're going there to apply for a job, having a smartphone, having a laptop, if you have a smartphone, you don't really need a laptop. But if you are going there to look for a job and you have a laptop, bring it with you. Bring it with you so that it is easier for you to get jobs. When you get there, you will get people who are looking for jobs just like you. Just imagine you went there with a katululu, that small phone. It is going to be very, very hard for you to work. So bring a smartphone. It's good you are going to, because they will tell you about all those websites for the job, so you are going just to apply. Another one, I have talked almost about them all. What else? Get ready to tarmac. This is obvious. Get ready to tarmac. I'm not promising you that really it's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy for tarmacking. When I talk about tarmacking, it's you don't just stay in the accommodation and wait for someone to come and tell you that there is a job. You have to tarmac. Like from my own experience, when I went there, kuna hii issue ingine yenye maybe someone came in the accommodation and told you that there is a walk-in interview in a place. It's not bad to go there, but no, the more the people who are going for that interview, the more the competition. So you have to go there, you tarmac, you look for a job. You can also be the one to tell them that there is an interview somewhere. Don't just wait. Myself, when I was there, how I got a job there back then, I went alone. Then you have to be social. Don't just be there. You don't want to talk to someone. Communicating is very important. Don't be shy. Don't be shy to speak to anyone. So I went there. I went to tarmac. I didn't know where I'm going to tarmac, but when I tarmac, I make sure that I have a CV in my email. I make sure that I have a printed one because I know what I'm going to look for. So when I was going, I brought all my printed CVs. You have to bring yourself a very nice, cute envelope, So when I went to tarmac, I found a lady. Her name was Shamila, a Ugandan lady. I was social. We talked. I asked her, do you know of any job or whatever they are recruiting? Yeah, she told me, yes. As per now, I'm going to a certain hotel, and yes, they are recruiting. And then we went to, I asked her, should we go together? They told me, they called me alone, but take some risk. Go and talk to the receptionist. You never know. So I took my courage. I went there. We talked with them. They told me that, funny enough, when I went there, they told me, you're looking for a job. It was a waitress job. You're looking for a job? Yes. Are you sure that you have done it before? I said yes, although I have no experience of that. But when I used to bring my CVs with me, it was easy because I just removed a CV of a waitress. I gave them, and then they told me immediately, put this uniform and go. Serving is just, serving is not hard. Serving is not hard. After you serve to the client, but it's not easy at the first because you don't know their foods. But really, believe me, they know that you don't know. Of course, you are a Kenyan. How will you know their food really? But how your confidence, your obedience, when they tell you do this, you do, okay, as per the practical thing, the wiping of the table, the serving with courtesy, your communication with your client, these things will give you marks. So I went there. At the end of the day, I was scared. Maybe they will not take me, but they took me. They took me really. I never knew about the foods, but with time, you ask them, what is the name of this food? What is the name of this food? And you will know. So this is how it happened. You have to tarmac. Don't just sit there and give up. You have to tarmac. After that, the bad thing about this company, they were paying me nice money. They were paying me, I used to work, for those who knows, it's a company, it's a cater company. It was in it was international. It was there in the international city. We were under France. I know you guys know about that. For those who have worked there, it was MBC, working in cater company as a waitress. The bad thing about this company is that it was good, yes, but from that time, their business was not doing very well when I went to that company. So they were already blocked by the labor. Yes, they were paying their employees, but they were delaying paying their employees. And you guys know that Dubai is very, very much strict. So they blocked the company from giving visas to their clients. In 2 months' time, the girl I was telling you about, Shamila, she traveled to Kish. That time, traveling to Kish, exiting so that they will, if you want a visa, you have to exit. She didn't get. So when they asked me if I want to stay, I said no. Because already it was obvious this company, they were already blocked. So they couldn't have given me the visa. So this is the bad time. But they paid me my 2 months salary. They gave me plus my overtime. They paid me good money. But they couldn't have given me the visa. So I had to exit back to Kenya. So what do I mean? When you have already done everything that I said, when you have already found yourself a job in a certain company, make sure that this company, they offer visas. Some company, they will just waste you. They will employ you, yes, they will employ you, they will give you salary, but when the time is over and you cannot overstay, they will just bring you back to your country. So don't be wasted. Make sure that the company can give visas. Make sure that they will give you visa for you. If you ask those who are there, they will tell you that some companies will, they are short of client, but they still need client, and they will not tell you that they will not offer you visa. So make sure that the company you are with, it will make sure that they have there is some people before you who came as you and they have visas. The company has already given them visa, so you have to make sure they will give you a visa of your own. Yes, this is the topic. It has ended. For those who want to go, make sure that you have enough money to cater for all your needs. Another thing before I forget, when you go for these interviews, what people they don't know, make sure that you're very smart. If you're traveling there, make sure that you bring yourself a suit, a nice suit. Probably I will prefer a black trouser and a skirt. Bring a black trouser and a skirt and a shirt, just bring something official. Know that people are going there to apply for jobs. There is a lot of competition. So don't be a victim of going there and coming back without a job. Be presentable when you're going for an interview. Make sure you have a nice suit. Your hair is nicely, your hair is nicely done. It is nicely done. Be of good, it is possible. It is possible to get a job there. So just bring yourself those suits. Don't bring all your, those ragged trousers, all of them, with those wow t-shirts. Bring something official. Doesn't really need to be black, but it can be of different colors, but it is something official. So when you go there, you have already points in how you present yourself. You have already points in how your document, your CV is highlighted, and it's very possible to get a job. From my own experience, if you follow this, it won't be so hard for you to cope when you are in Gulf with a tourist visa. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Share my video. And yes, take care in this epidemic time. Wear your mask. Sanitize. you know, social distance. Don't, you know, don't just, let's follow the what is expected of us, and everything is gonna be fine. Love you very much. See you next time.